All right, so we are on, and by the record, we offer a prayer, we share a spiritual thought, and we're going to go ahead with the discussion for today. So we're working on rent. It's got rent use case, right? Case, and let me open this. We're starting now. Mhm.
Okay, we'll open to file.
All right, so it's here. It says, I'm sorry, this one was the last one. It says preparation. Where is it? Ah, it's here. Case discussion. Okay, so first we have to vote individually. If should David Bivero raise money now? Yes or not? Let me open my case. Vivero. Okay. All right. So something that I vote for, my decision on this was that, let me read my conclusion at the end of the case. It says rent use could get to a higher level after realizing that subscription model is so much better. They choose the right people and then they train them based on what they want to accomplish. They should go ahead with a new product. So what I think is that they should go ahead with the founding where they start the business and they only were focusing on, they only focus on brokers but not on landlords. So, competition was really strong there, and competition focused on landlords, and that was something that, at the very end, they realized and they said, this is something that we should do. And of course, right now they have the enough funding and stuff, but they have a big opportunity now there. So something that I think is that they should go ahead with the funding thing. They have a really good product. Besides, they've been doing really good with not using that product. So I think they can grow a lot on sales.
Yes, I agree with you. Um, it's a good time to increase to raise the money, but they need to analyze uh, the market situation because competition is very crucial to take decision, especially financial decision.
Yeah, yeah. Um, that we have the okay, we vote. No, why not? Conversion funnel, what investors care. Okay, so another question is, we vote already. We said that that's something that he can do, has to do. So it says, why do investors? Oh no, what number three? I try to raise funds conversion funnel. Um, why do investors care about customer life value, which is the CLV, and why do they care about customer acquisition cost, the CAC, and sales conversion data? For this question, I have that. Um, well, was it was mentioned before. CNC stands for customer acquisition cost, and it helps to calculate the average percent that is needed to acquire a new customer. CLV stands for customer lifetime value, to see all incremental cash flows brought by the customer after they has been acquired. Two ways to get the CLV. There's a one complex one, but simple way to do so, which says that annual profit contribution per customer times average number of years that they remain a customer less the initial cost of customer acquisition. So, for example, if profit generated by the customer each year is 1,000 and the number of years is 5 years and the cost to acquire a customer is $2,000, then we go out with a formula which is going to be 1,000 times 5 less 2,000 is going to be 3,000. So that's going to be the CLV, the customer lifetime value. And I put that investors care about these two measurements because it will help them to visualize how much will cost them to get a new customer, will cost them to keep them. My answer for this one.
Yes. And also, this value are always changing.
Sorry.
It's important because this value, lifetime value, and customer acquisition costs are always changing. It's like the different effect in demand. Um, so investors need to be careful about the decision they will take because they need reliable and enough information about the customer behavior, um, because they are always changing. The preferences, the quantity of demand is always changing.
Yeah, the life of the customers you mentioned changes. It has to. They always have to have eye, on customers and what are their actions and what they do in order to get the right numbers or the right to deal with that. So, okay. So this is what is CLB of a rent use customer. We have that the annual churn is 38%, monthly revenue per customer is 44, gross margin is 75, and CAC given the case is to their 2,300.
What will be your decision? Annual churn, monthly revenue, gross margin, and cap.
Um, those are things that they give us in order to get the CLV. So we need to use those four in order to get the
with,
CLV.
with the formula.
So,
CLV.
according to the simple formula that I have, we need three things. One of them is not there because you need to have the profit that the customers generated in the year plus the number of years minus the cost of the acquired customer. So we have monthly revenues 440. Okay, this one is 2013, 2,300, sorry. Okay, let me see if I can apply this here. Okay, Let me open the case in order to see the profit because I don't remember how much the profit was. Because we need to know the profit of the year first in order to apply the formula. All right. Where is it? Where is it? Profit, profit. Measure cycles.
LC.
Services revenue. Highly market.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So here it says that, April 2010, they got the revenue 60,000, 16,000, sorry. This is 16,000 per month. So if we take that out, I mean, we take to get the profit, which they have 10 employees, but that time it's like 400 times, it would be about 4,000. So it's going to be 12,000 times 1 minus, let me see, the other number is going to be 2 2,300. So it will mean that, the cost of a lifetime value for one single customer, from my side, it would be about $12,000. I'm not sure about that number though, but that's what I got.
What is the result?
I got 12,000. Of course, rounding everything. What did you get?
No, I am confused about the values. What formula do you use?
Yeah,
I'm a
it's not
profit.
simple to get this because in the case it's not mentioned any profit. I mean, it's not explicit there. It's more like revenue.
Annual churn is not the revenue. Is that
I
correct?
mean, in the case, well, because for the formula that I have, I don't know which formula you have because as far as I know, there are many formulas. Well, I not even many, but a couple of them. So according to that, I've learned that in order to get the calculation for mine, you need to have the profit of the year. You multiply that by the number of years, and then you subtract what the CACS with that number because I basically deal with all of that. But as I mentioned it, it's not like it's an explicit profit there.
Okay, so uh, Sorry for the noise.
It's okay. I thought there was some sort of internet problem.
It's my wife cooking.
Yeah, I know. It's the same thing. When I'm talking with my friends on the internet, my wife starts cooking and stuff, and then yeah,
Yeah,
it's only happening there. And then I say, "Oh, sorry, guys,
yeah,
you have to eat anyway."
sure, sure.
So, do you eat at this time in the night when you come back from your meetings, right?
Yes, that's my wife has a calling, church calling, and generally she plans to attend her meeting in the same time. So when we return, then we we or she will
You
cook.
need to cook.
Yeah, need to cook. Yeah,
Yeah, I understand. It's all right. Right. So, do you think should we go to the next one? Do you have something? If not, it's okay. I know it's not. I'm not sure about my numbers either. So,
okay, don't worry. So next question is, how well is the cell funnel at ranges working? What can you think of to improve it? How can you reduce CAC? CAC.
okay. All right. So this one is kind of tricky. How's the funnel and reduce working? I mean, according to the case, it's working well because for the funnel, they found out what they have to do in order to get to the right customers, and they were doing really good on it. So I think that's working pretty well. And as a way to improve, they have to, they have to uh, start not tracking, sorry, attracting all the, as I mentioned, landlords and other. What was the name of that? I see in the case. I don't remember exactly the name, but like, it's similar to the landlords are the ones who own the land. And I think that they should start, getting those customers.
Yes. Okay. Well, the manner to improve it is well, I don't know. Maybe
What do you think?
okay. Thinking, uh, improve um, the lead time of the process to lead the products of the company, to increasing productivity and the manner to do business with other with customers, because funeral is like a idea of start with a great number of potential customers. So
Mm,
really, there are low people, a few people that do the purchase. So to increase this, they need to improve the the sale uh, a good statistical report about sales, about preference of customers, about what would be the really demand of the product, because um, in some companies, for example, uh, an ice cream in Puerto Viejo where I work, and this ice cream store um, was placed in a good place. It was placed in a good location. It got bad. The difference is that that location was not good for a ice cream store, but other business like a club store or boutique, etc. So after 3 months, the sale funnel they wanna they were waiting wasn't real. Um, its purchase was very low, and they closed the business. So in your case
see.
about rangers, they need to study every aspect of the business and to do a good forecasting in their
Yeah.
purchasing, because forecasting is one of the principal value or the principal key in the business success.
Okay. Sounds good. Um, as I mentioned, since I like your answer. All right, let's move on. It says, how should Vivero respond to the new competition? List all options you can think of. List pros and cons of each option. Disagree must decide the course of action. Okay. I think that of course, yes, they should. He should respond to the competition. That's something that he wanted to do before. That's something that he has to do. He has to deal with as well. And you know, for pros and cons, something that I would see is that it was not something that he used to do before. So because of that, some money, as mentioned, he has to do some funding because this is not something that he was doing it. It's something that he has to come up now. Some of the pros are that, of course, it's going to get into a higher market to actually to take the chance of this opportunity and take the advantage of this opportunity. But as mentioned before, it will cost him money. It's not something do or cheap to deal with. He has to expend something on that, or at least that's what I think. Uh, by the other hand, he feels like he wasted his time because this is something that he should have done before, but he didn't. So potential actually to do that and to go ahead with it. At least that's what I think, or what I got from sites about this case.
Yeah. For example, in this part, um, uh, they need to develop like a plan. What one plan or one strategy would be to hire good people, good managers in the business, marketing, sales manager, and CEO, a good CEO, because with a good team, you will be more, uh, you will have better ideas about the business, and generally, competition, um, they start with a good strategy, good good people, good entrepreneur, good thinker, and you need to have a good team too as the first way to elaborate a plan and to reject the plan. For example, in Manta, in our location, there are two competitors, direct competitors, Industrias Alice and La Fabril company. Have you heard about this company
Which
before?
one that was?
Industrias Alice and La Fabril.
Um, what do they manufacture?
Uh, Industrias Alice is like aceite Alice, jabón Alice
Oh, okay.
también,
All right. Yeah, yeah. I know.
etc. And La Fabril manufacture La Favorita oil, girasol butter,
Ah, okay.
etc. etc. There are some products and factory are in Mansa, state in Mansa. So like Ibero competition, there are competitors direct with that. La Fabril is a bigger company that Alice. Alice was older than La Fabril. And in this case, the difference is that La Fabril use a good strategy to hire good people, international managers. Um, they invest in training. They invest with a better salaries to management team. No, maybe worker, simple worker or specialists, analysts. They are normal. They earn a normal salary, but managers and bosses they earn a good salary here.
Oh, really?
With this type of people, with this strategy, with this experience, they are gaining in every aspect to industrial service to their to its direct competitors. For this reason, I think that what option that Vipero could do is hiring good people in management team and to invest in technology, in machinery to improve the productivity and to have a better production quality, etc. This is very important to respond to new competition.
You're right. Sounds good. Sounds good. I've heard a little bit about that, but to be honest, I deep detail. So it sounds like they are doing really good, right?
Yeah, my wife is industrial engineer.
Industrial, sorry.
Industrial engineer.
She's an industrial engineer. I see.
Yes, generally she informed me that every changes in industry. Manta is a place, is a location where you can work in an industry. There are many companies here, like Cuenca. Cuenca is Graiman, I think. Cuenca.
Yeah, there are many, industries. No, not the industries. I mean, fabrics that go into the industry.
Yes. Well, for example, the better companies use good technology, better salaries, promotion, a good and excellent physical facilities, etc. No, they the revenue, the money. Um, this is some strategy to respond to competition.
Sounds good. Sounds pretty good. Well, it seems like, well, we've covered things. We covered things, and sometimes it's like how to deal with some, criteria, but still, I think we do good and come up with the answers as close as we can to the rubric. So,
Okay, thank you so much, Andres, for your patience and for your time and for your teaching.
it's okay. We're learning together, growing together. So thank you for everything you do, man. And yeah, I wish you a really good week. Because still, we will be meeting on Saturday, right?
Yes, this Saturday. Yes, sorry for the last Saturday. Really, it
It's
was
okay.
a little weird because just in Friday on Friday, I have notice or notice about the 70 visit in Manta. As I mentioned before, they are interviewing directly every state president to plan and to set goals, specific goals with numbers, uh, until the end of July for every state in the area.
Yeah, it's all right. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you again. Have a good one.
Okay, the same for you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.